But I dealt with that firsthand when the pandemic hit, and I was in the life insurance industry. All of a sudden, there's this something going around that no one knows what it is, how it is. So there's a freeze, a moratorium, which is a very common word that's used in the insurance industry. A moratorium in these brush areas, a moratorium in, you can't write business, basically, is what that is.
It's incredible. Well, you can share it with our viewers.
Yeah.
You took a hit in revenue. We can share it. You're not in the insurance business.
Yeah,
You're
no,
not in
I
the
mean,
life. It was what, 36% or
no,
40?
it was like a 50% hit overnight in revenue because I was dealing with new business. It was new clients I was
New
bringing
business
on.
oriented.
It was mostly new business because I didn't have an established book of business yet. And when the moratorium came, because the insurance company is saying, hey, we don't know what's going around here. We don't know what this is. We're just going to make it a lot more difficult for you to write and get an approved policy on a life insurance policy for a client. Basically, the way that I saw it was only if you had pristine health, you were getting a policy in that time.
So you took a 50% revenue hit.
Oh, yeah.
In other words, if you were making $100, all of a sudden you were making $50.
And you got the same fixed costs,
Yeah,
which
you
is
have
what
employees. You had several employees.
employees, you have all the different platforms you're paying for, the internet, the bills, the rent,
everything. So you're the prime example, even though it happened during the pandemic,
Yeah,
of what potentially could be happening to new agents today.
exactly. Yeah, yeah. It's how do you pay the bills? And what was very difficult for me is that I had built up a huge pipeline, a bunch of people that I was putting into the system, getting them insured. And then all of a sudden, I got to say, hey, yeah, last week you would have been approved.
Oh my goodness.
Like I'm thinking of that. Last week you would have been approved the policy. But today, I can't write you. And that's very difficult for me to do because because I understood the underwriting very well. I became very good friends with them. I mean, I was sharing with our friend Milton, which we're going to meet later on. I would call the underwriter. It would be 7, 8 o'clock at night. I kid you not. And I had like his direct number. And this gentleman, Mr. Bird, would answer the call. And he would say, oh, what's the age of the client? What's their medications? What's their health history? I'd had everything laid out perfect for him. Oh, go ahead and quote him a table 4, a table 8, or whatever. He gave me the quote so that it was an accurate quote, so I can go back to the client and say, look, here's your health history. This is what we can offer potentially.